Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Channel Weird Television. I'm your host, Ty Cobb, and I hope you're having a great damn day. Okay? You deserve it. You earned it, you know? And I'm talking to you. You earned that day. So do something about it, you know? Just let loose, man. If you're watching this now, whatever you're doing, drop it. If it's not important, okay? Have yourself a damn good day, okay? Whatever you're into, man. If you like drinking and you're on a forklift right now, get off, man. Get off the forklift. Walk across the street. Go get yourself a tall boy with the highest ABV, okay? Go do that and just go behind the gas station. Go behind the 7-Eleven, crack it open, and just chug it, man. And have yourself see where that takes you. You might end up somewhere else, somewhere fun. You might end up in a new place you've never seen before, you know? Go on a quest, okay? Stop doing what you're doing. Because whatever you're doing, it's not important, you know? I mean, it might be. You could be listening to this on your way to the hospital with your pregnant wife in the back seat, going into labor. And that, I guess, is important, you know? She's going to have the kid either way. You know, your wife's in the back seat. She's in labor. Her water broke. She's screaming. She's telling you, please just get me to the hospital. And you see the hospital, but directly past the hospital, you see the casino, you know, and you've got a $100 bill in your pocket, itching to be spent, you know. And who knows, that $100 bill could turn into $1,000 if you play your cards right. I'm just saying. Becky can wait. Okay. Little Timmy's still going to be born. Just not in the hospital, in the casino, surrounded by secondhand smoke and old people. Because that's really the demographic of the casino is just old folk, you know. They are spirit Halloween plastic skeletons with melted cheese for skin, and they just shuffle on that, you know, exotic carpet all day, just with a Pall Mall hanging out of their lips. And that's all they do. Their retirement fund is slowly being funneled into the casino. They are playing the Monopoly game, the Buffalo game, and they do it not because they think they're going to win big. They just like the colors. They're like kids, you know. When you're a baby, you are enticed by bright lights, shiny things, funny noises, you know. And as you age into adulthood, these things they tarnish. You kind of lose interest in them. You're not really enticed by the shiny things. I mean, some people are, but those people are perpetually children, you know, in their head. But for most of us, these things they pass, and we kind of get an idea of what's important. But eventually, as you age, your mind starts to regress, you know, and these things become enticing again. And you found out that, hey, you know, the money from my pension, from my 401k, I can use that to stimulate my brain, you know. I put my dollar in a machine, and then all these bright flashing lights hit my eyes, the sounds, the clink of the fake coins, you know. And then, you know, a little piece of paper comes out of the machine, and I can take it to, you know, I can take it to some lady behind a cage, and she'll give me cash, you know. I don't know. These people, it's one of those things where I don't I get it, you know, I get the excitement of it, but I hope I don't end up like that, you know, because what a miserable existence that is, you know, to just, you know, what happened to their loved ones, you know, they're probably at home, either dead in the queen-sized mattress that they bought in 2004. Or they passed a long time ago, and the people at the casino have nothing left to live for. You know, their daughter hates them because they stopped talking to them because they, I don't know, it's always it always reverts back to some sort of political disagreement. You know, usually, at least that's why I see families fight. You know, they get into these big altercations because the guy sitting in the Oval Office is not the right one or is the right one for them, you know? I don't know. I don't give a shit. Politics is gay, you know? It's all gay. What are you gonna do? You know, you can't do it. You can vote, but does your vote really count? I don't mean to get, like, conspiratorial or anything, but I feel like voting it's hit or miss, you know? There's so many of us. And there's so many people that do vote, but is it real? You know, I guess you'll never know. It's the only thing you'll never know definitively is if your vote actually counts and where you go when you die. Those are the two things, and those things we'll never know until it happens. Until one day the veil is lifted and we die and we get all the answers, hopefully. But those are the things, you know. What are you gonna do? Anyways, folks, sorry about that. We kind of got off on a tangent about old people, or I did. You just listened, but yeah, they're gonna do what they're gonna do, guys. They are set in their ways, you know. Old people are like a dog, you know. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. The old folks, you know, they've got gray hair. You know, they've got gray hair around their eyes and on their chin, just like a dog. And they just lounge by the fireplace all day, look out the window, take naps. You know, you got to feed them soft food because, you know, the teeth, they can't do what they used to. You know, and yeah, that's what they do. It's just what they do. You're not going to stop them. They're going to spend their retirement on useless shit. They're going to blow their 401k in the casino. They're going to yell at the young people for driving too fast in the residential neighborhood. And that's just what they do. It's what they like to do, you know. They like to complain. They like to go to the Cheesecake Factory and completely bitch out the waitress for not bringing the free water fast enough, you know. And then when you call them out on their shit, they fold. They fold like a paper airplane, you know. Oh, I'm so old. Please forgive me, sir. I'm just so old. Oh, it's just who I am. I'm sorry. And they'll cry about it, and then they'll go home and they'll write a review. They'll write a scathing review for your company, and they'll mention you by name. And then you're on the chopping block. You're fired from your job, and then you got a vendetta against old folks. You know, you're like Batman. You're like Batman, but instead of fighting crime, you're sneaking off in the middle of the night and you're throwing Molotov cocktails through, senior living homes. Okay, and that's just what some people do. That's not what I do. I'm just, it's an example. Okay. Anyways, I was supposed to stop talking about old people, but yeah, I live around old people, My house is not in it's not in an old folks community, but it's in a gated community. and they all live around me. And I get so angry with them because I personally love Halloween. Okay, I love the holidays. I love decorating the outside of the house. It's fun, you know. It reminds me of being a kid again. My dad did it for me growing up, so now I do it. I guess I do it for myself mostly, but I do it for the kids too. Because, you know, the kids, if you're a kid and you're in a neighborhood on Halloween night and you see most of the houses are undecorated, you're going to be sad. It's going to make you bitter towards life. So I'm doing my part, you know. I'm preventing the next school shooter, okay? I'm going to decorate my house with plastic skeletons and pumpkins and rubber bats and LEDs, you know. I'm decorating for Christmas. I'm putting the fake deer out. I'm hanging those, you know, those strand lights from my roof. Spreading a little bit of Christmas cheer, you know. That's what you got to do, though. You got to do that. If you own a home, if you're a homeowner, you need to decorate for the holidays. Do it for the kids. Okay, do it for yourself. Do it for the kid inside you. All right? Keep the holiday alive, because it's the only time of year where you can kind of feel that magic in the air. Because there's a magic about it. There's a magic. It's an ethereal, ancient magic that you can almost taste it. You can smell it. If you look hard enough, you can see it. And it's there, folks. I promise it's there. And if you give in, you'll be so happy. You'll feel a sense of relief. You'll feel a sense of joy. You know? Don't shut it off. Lean into it, man. That's why they have the fucking stores. Go buy the decorations. Get them. And just keep them in a room, you know? You have a house. You got a spare room. I'm sure you got an attic or a basement. Just keep the things there. Keep the big animatronic werewolf. Keep the plastic pumpkins. You can keep them down there or up there or whatever, you know. They're not going to be in the way. And just take them down once a year. Okay? Put them out on the front lawn. Do something. For God's sake. And, yeah. That's why old people piss me off, because none of these fucking guys, they don't decorate, you know. I don't know if it's because their joints hurt or they're bitter, you know, but I would assume the latter. They're always mad at something. God forbid a guy gets a little rowdy at 11 a.m. or 11 p.m. on a Saturday night, you know. Playing a little Beastie Boys in the backyard around the fireplace. And then there's a complaint on the Ring Forum or the HOA Facebook page. What am I going to do, not live, you know? What's a motherfucker going to do, you know? What do you got to do to have a little fun around here, you know? Not live around old people, that's the thing. If you're so old and you hate everybody that's younger than you, then just go. Just, you know, fill your shoes up with concrete and just walk into the ocean, man. I'm kidding. But you probably shouldn't be living here, okay? They got the communities, the 55 and up, you know? And it's calling your name. You can afford it. I guarantee you can afford it. Sell your $600,000 house and go buy a house in a community that you love. You know, surrounded by people that love to play checkers and eat butterscotch and shuffle to the mailbox with their walker. Those are your people. They're calling to you, man. They are reaching out to you. They want you to come. They want you to gossip with them, you know, at the community center while it's playing reruns of Jeopardy and The Price is Right. And that's your calling, man. That's where you need to be. because you've left your old life behind. It's dust. It's a shadow. You know, it's all behind you. You're not gonna decorate. You're not gonna wave hi when I wave to you. You know, you're so mad at the world for taking what you once had. You blame everybody around you except for yourself, and that is not good. And you gotta work through that. And I know you're not, because you're old and you're set in your ways. You're that old dog by the fireplace, you know. So you gotta go to the old folks community. You gotta surround yourself with like-minded individuals. Feed off each other like a big echo chamber. You're all in a big goldfish bowl, and you're just a bunch of goldfish swimming around eating the same kibble, the little flakes that they feed every day. It's all the same, you know. And if that makes you happy, then go for it, man. Yeah. Sorry if you're an old guy or girl and I upset you. I know you're not all the same. There's a lot of people, they have drive for life. It's just the it's. I have a skewed view because I've had these instances, these situations and scenarios unfold in front of me live, and it's not everybody. I know you can't generalize, but a good chunk are like that. And who knows, maybe I'll end up like that, but I can hope that's not the case. That will not be the outcome. But what are you gonna do? You know? Hey, what are you gonna do? It's you never know who you're gonna be in the future. You can do things now to solidify your thought processes, the things you believe in, and just really kind of, you know, hold them close to your chest. Be a better person, you know? And we all have to be. We all have to try to be a better person, you know? And it's to be malicious and to be upset and angry over things. It's exhausting and counterproductive to anything, really. You just don't want to do that because it's going to cause you grief. It's going to make you upset. And we got to be happy. We got to stay positive, and we have to keep on trudging on, you know? Spread the joy, folks. And I guess with that being said, I'll end the video here, all right? But, you know, if you're an old guy, just look at yourself in the mirror and smile, you know? Be proud of those wrinkles. Be proud of your age, because we're all going to be there one day. We're all going to be there one day unless you get struck by a car crossing the intersection. And were you jaywalking? If you were, then you probably shouldn't have been. But look both ways, folks. That's what I'm trying to say. We're all going to be old. And, have some sympathy for the old guys out there. Because they've seen it all. They've been through it. They're tired. You know, they're an old dog. And they just want to relax. You know? And I guess that really wraps it up, folks. I hope you guys have a great weekend. And I'm going to be probably recording another video Tuesday, so it'll be out Wednesday. And with that being said, folks, I hope you guys have a great weekend and a great night, day, afternoon, morning, whatever time zone you're in. And I'll see you next time. Hang in there. Have a good day. Bye.